In an effort to control the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries around the world have imposed a lockdown to restrict the movement of people. The US, the European Union, India, and many other countries have implemented a lockdown to some extent to prevent the spread of severe COVID-19. We are in danger. The whole world is seriously affected, and people are putting themselves in quarantine. In these periods of restricted human mobility, animals have begun to move more freely than before. In these days, some animals have also been spotted in many cities. In addition to that, global carbon emissions have decreased by 17% during the lockdown, and annual carbon emission rates are projected to decline by up to 7%. Our world is healing because we are in lockdown. Human intervention created an imbalance in the heart of nature and wildlife. We are now prisoners and nature is free. But what next? To prevent the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the worldwide lockdown restricted people from traveling, and discontinuation in almost all major economic systems such as industries, machinery, transportation brought about drastic changes in the environment. Those worldwide lockdowns reduced air pollution levels as well as climate change. Satellite images, based on data produced by the Copernicus Sentinel-5P satellite, show a significant drop of nitrogen oxide in major cities across Europe. This satellite images illustrate the differences of nitrogen dioxide concentrations from 14 to 25 March 2020 compared to the monthly average concentrations of 2019. In India, between 1st January to 24th March 2020 and 25 March to 20 April 2020, we have seen a drastic reduction in the concentrations of nitrogen dioxide. This significant reduction in concentrations can be seen in major cities across India. Mumbai and Delhi saw a drop of this concentration around 40 to 50% compared to the same time last year. Nitrogen oxides are emitted into the atmosphere mainly from power plants, industries, automobile exhaust, and coal burning and so on. The concentrations of air pollutants such as nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide are increasing day by day with the growing economies of countries and essential services around the world. Air pollution affects the metabolism of plants, leading to major health problems and environmental issues such as acid rain, depletion of the ozone layer, and global warming. According to data from the World Health Organizations, in 2016, air pollution is estimated to cause 4.2 million premature deaths per year worldwide. This mortality is due to exposure to a small particle of 2.5 microns or less in diameter, PM 2.5, which causes heart and respiratory diseases and cancer. The World Health Organization estimates that, in 2016, approximately 58% of premature deaths related to outdoor air pollution were caused by heart disease and stroke, while 18% of deaths occurred in chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and acute lower respiratory infections, and 6% of deaths were due to lung cancer. People from low-middle-income countries use traditional biomass fuels and coal extensively for their cooking. They are the most widespread source of indoor air pollution. This indoor smoke is one of the serious health risks for some 3 billion people who cook and heat their homes with biomass fuel and coal. In 2016, there were 3.8 million premature deaths due to domestic air pollution. This household air pollution is a major source of outdoor air pollution in both urban and rural areas. Out of 3.8 million premature deaths, 27% are caused by pneumonia, 18% from stroke, 27% from ischemic heart disease, 20% from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, while 8% from lung cancer. The water bodies have become a dumping ground for domestic sewage and industrial waste. Water management and water crisis is a major threat that we are going to face. According to the World Health Organization, 297,000 children under the age of 5 die each year from diseases caused by poor sanitation, poor hygiene, or unsafe drinking water. For example, the Ganges River now has better pollution-free water. But as we all know, this purity of our environment is not sustainable. It is a result of the shutdown of industries, transportation, and human activity. We really need to realize the importance of a better pollution-free environment. Lockdown is not a way to prevent environmental degradation. We must have to strive for a sustainable pollution-free environment. It is our collective responsibility to make rational use of natural resources and take steps to protect our nature. A famous saying always tells us that we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children.